Hey guys, Walter Sorrells back with another Knife Making Friday 5. Hey guys, today we're going to keep it fairly quick. Just a couple of channel updates and a quick knife making tip. I'll be putting out another viewer knife video soon, so if you got a picture of your first knife or a knife you're particularly proud of, shoot that to me by email. Should have that out in the next couple of weeks. I always enjoy seeing the work that my viewers are doing, and I really find it inspirational. So you can shoot that to me on my website, waltersorrellsblades.com, and find my contact there. Which raises another point. I get a fair number of people who contact me through Facebook, and honestly, that is the worst way to reach me. I rarely check Facebook, so a lot of messages go unanswered there. So if you've ever contacted me on Facebook and you didn't get a reply, it's not because I'm blowing you off, it's just because I spend, honestly, as little time as possible on Facebook. So if you want to reach me reliably, like I said earlier, go to my website, waltersorrellsblades.com, and shoot me an email from the contact there. Along those lines, I'm searching for a solution to a problem that I have, and I'm hoping maybe you guys will have a useful suggestion. You know, when I first started this channel, I answered just about every comment that I got. I mean, if it was, people asking a question or whatever. These days, I get over 1,000 comments a month, and, I could spend 24 hours a day answering them and still not get to everybody. So, anyway, here's my thing. A lot of folks ask the same questions over and over and over, and they're good, reasonable questions. That's why people ask them so often. But the reality is, I can't answer the same question 100 times a year. Now, a while back, I did a frequently asked questions video that addresses most of these questions way better than I could, in a quick email or a quick comment or whatever. Anyway, but unfortunately, it seems like nobody watches the frequently asked questions video, and so they keep asking me those same questions anyway. So my question to you guys is, do you have any reasonable suggestions for how I can really help folks get those kind of standard questions answered? Any thoughts? Leave them in the comments below. Love to hear you. Next, just want to say thanks for all the comments and thoughts people have sent about my experience on Forged in Fire. I'm going to let a few weeks go by so people will have a chance to watch the show, but in the not too distant future, I'm going to do a video that goes into kind of the technical aspects of the challenge that I faced on the show. There's a lot that happens in the contest that they can't put on the show. So I'm going to kind of drill down into that and get into the details of that challenge. I think it'll be pretty interesting. Speaking of drilling, quick knife making tip before we slip out of here. So if you're like me, when you burn up a drill bit or it gets dull, you kind of run down to the hardware store and you get whatever's hanging up on the wall. Now here's the thing, sometimes you run into things like a tang that's hardened partially during the quench, or a piece of 1095 that work hardens when you're trying to drill out the far side. All that happens if you try to drill hardened steel with high-speed steel bits or with cobalt is that you burn up a perfectly good drill bit. This has happened to me quite a few times, and I had to, get out the torch and anneal something or scrap a part or whatever, and it's kind of a drag. So here's a recommendation. Pick up a couple of carbide bits in sizes that you use frequently, 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, 10 millimeter, whatever it is that works in your shop, and stash them in a drawer, and then you'll always be able to get that tricky hole drilled. Now, you may or may not want to use carbide on a regular basis. It's pretty expensive and they're a little bit brittle, but boy, when you really need carbide, only carbide will do. You can buy them from industrial supply places like Granger, MSC, and from specialty carbide tool suppliers like Lakeshore Carbide. Carbide drills do cost a little bit more than cobalt or high-speed steel, but you can buy them for, sometimes $10 or $12 for, say, a 1/4 inch bit. They're not crazy expensive. And once you buy one, if you're not going to use it all the time, it's always there for that last-ditch job, something that, you can't fix by just running down to Home Depot. All right. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching, guys. If you feel like you got something out of this video, don't forget to subscribe. Also, click on the link to Patreon for a great way to give back to the channel. Plus, check me out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Links in the description. If you want something sharp and pointy, maybe a gift for yourself or one of the cooler people in your life, check out my Tactics Armory website and pick up one of our tactical or outdoor knives. And finally, if you want to learn to make Hamones or Japanese swords, check out WalterSorrellsBlades.com, where you can find videos about how I make Hamones, as well as forging, mounting, polishing, and fittings for Japanese swords. Thanks, and see you soon.